All right, welcome back, everybody. This is CBSI Hot Ten Show. This is November 22nd. I'm Dino. I got Brian McClay with us, and I got my man P Dubs, aka Pulse Problems.
Hey, hey.
We
The one and
uh
only.
we are missing the infamous Ben from Ben S for the creator of the show, but we are going to do our best to run down the top 10. Right now, we have a giveaway. We are going to do the CBSI variant Folklords. So Folklords number one from Boom Studios. It's a Dan Mora cover. We are going to do let's do YouTube comments, right? Or do we do comments on the? Let's see. Let's see what the comments are. Either YouTube comments or we'll see what the comments are on the article. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
So every Friday, check it out. Presented by comicbookinvest.com. All your speculation needs. So without further ado, let's jump right into the top 10. So first, we have our Golden Age pick that we do every week and honorable mentions. So we got headline comics number 8. Part of a heritage auction this week, a 7.5 sold for an insane $23,000.
Man.
Yeah, which is more than double the book value. So incredible Hitler cover. You can see.
You can really see. I mean, this is a cool cover. That's a really cool cover, man.
Yep.
Hitler and the whole like horror ghost zombie thing going on.
Genie style. Yep.
Yeah,
Ah, wow. That's a beautiful cover. I could see that.
3 wishes from Hitler. No thanks.
Yeah. So crazy.
Yeah, that heritage auction. We're going to see a lot of stuff on this heritage auction, but there was a lot of big books over the weekend from Heritage. So.
Oh, I bet, dude. They always got craziness over there.
Yep.
It always makes me wonder, like, are a lot of those books sold kind of like back and forth? Like they're constantly being put up by another person on Heritage to make more money.
Yep.
So,
I bet you it's like a 6-month deal. You won't see them 6 months, they'll pop up and then boom, it's trying to get, it's sending them to Heritage, and Heritage really does a good, if you're not following Heritage Comics Grader on Instagram, he does a really good Instagram account of new books coming in, and they're all ridiculous books, but I mean, he does a good thing of pumping them. So
it's like comic stock market.
Yep.
So next on the list is Secret Wars 2099 number 1, Ron Lim 1 in 25 variant, selling around $7. Then a $44 sale, and now 0 are listed, and we are saying that's because of a lot of these future characters are being spec'd on nowadays. So why not?
Yeah, and they're going to be really heavy on the 2099 universe, I think, because like the whole Spider-Verse stuff too. Like they can use that character in both kind of universes, so why not?
No,
it's true.
Don't they have a big event? Obviously, they got a big event going on right now with this, so duh. Yeah. All right.
Number 10. So we're going to crack into the list, and same thing from that Heritage auction. This is Marvel Comics number 1, 9.4 copy, sold with an insane signature auction this week for $1.3 million. So big boy status.
Yeah, I mean, I got outbid at the last minute.
I know, man. I set my bid at 1.2, and I should have went 1.4.
Yeah, I was 1.25. So
yeah,
I bid 1.7, but it was like the Bowman Chrome X fiasco. It didn't take.
No, a lot of people, I mean, having a 9.4 of a Golden Age book from, I believe, what is this, 40s or 50s maybe? I want to say it's probably 43, I think. It's probably unheard of, first of all. And I would be, if it wasn't graded by CGC, I would be highly skeptical it wasn't either restored or trimmed or something of that nature. So that just brings it up into a whole new level. But no, cool book. It's interesting that I think, personally, I hate to say it, I think Golden Age and old school books are actually overtaking the market right now, comparatively speaking to variants that release every week. You're seeing new records broken on these older books. And probably just because it's just so rare, man. I mean, I think the universe is kind of popped theoretically for all the silver and, maybe moderns and stuff like that. So Golden Age is kind of the spot where like we've been saying in multiple shows on the flip side, is if you had the money to play with, you should have bought them earlier. And now they're regrouping at 20, 10, 15 times of, just crazy amounts of value for Golden Age books. You could, I wouldn't even, I mean, not this copy, but I bet you back in the day, you probably got this book for $500, so, but that's all I gotta say. Anybody else got anything? Nope.
I mean, obviously it's such a big sale. So he wanted to put it on here and talk about it.
I sent it to him. I said, hey, did you see this? And he goes, this was so put this all in perspective and let me get this right. He said that a 9.8 TMT was a 25th highest price item in that auction. So a 9.8 of TMT number 1 was the 25th thing that was sold at when you look at the rankings. So
I can believe it.
Yeah. So crazy. Yeah. People have money to throw around still. It's very interesting. That's what I'm gathering. I mean, I wonder if Nick Cage bought this. I wonder who really bought this. So
yeah, that's true. I wonder if we'll find out. I wonder if somebody will throw it on their Instagram or something once it.
You would hope so. You would hope so. It would be cool to see. So
maybe it'll be somebody that the person that's going to buy it is just going to quietly walk away with it.
It could be Todd McFarlane on another video throwing slabs around like he was.
Yeah, did you see that? Action Comics #1. This is a book I will not sign.
Yeah.
No shit. I hope to God you wouldn't sign that.
Yeah. So here we go with number 9. This is Glow versus the Babyface #1, Christina Nodet, 1 in 10 variant. Ben says it's a weird book, but it's a nice cover. I kind of do agree. And it's likely not easy to find because how many comic people are actually going to buy 10? It's a Netflix thing. So, but it's at $20. Not a home run, but I mean, if you found one in out in the wild, maybe, or on that day, you could flip it very easily.
So this is based off of that HBO show, right? With about the gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah. Old school, Dino. Old school.
I know. Wrestling doesn't get its due in comics, my man.
Yeah. I watched the show. The show was actually pretty good, man.
Yeah. So. I mean, and it's actually really, really nice. I mean, IDW's getting into it. Boom does their series on WWE, obviously, or WWF, what do you want to call it. So
yeah. If you just tap into the market.
Look up the number 2 1 in 10 variant by the same artist. It's not bad.
No, I haven't looked. I can look that
up. Another wrestler at a kind of a diner.
Oh, so it's going to be like retro kind of feel for them all?
Maybe the 1 in 10 is going to be a different series. A series of covers.
Cool.
Artist is Hannah Templar. That's badass.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it's not the same artist then. My mistake.
Veronica Fish.
It says, is that Christine Nodet
that's the cover person, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's the same. She must be doing the 1 in 10s.
Oh.
I don't know. Don't take my word.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so the art, the Hannah Templar must be the art on the inside.
Yes. Oh, gotcha.
All right, very cool.
With the new news, number 8 shouldn't be really any kind of surprise. So I'm number 25, thinking the ISIS character will be in the new Black Adam movie featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, has pushed this one up on the list. I would be on the lookout also for a very expensive 52 Weeks number 12, which is the first appearance of the new ISIS. So
that character in that series was probably my favorite character in that whole series. I thought that whole series was pretty terrible, but the whole Black Adam and ISIS part of that story was really good. So I'd be stoked if they told that story. Kind of. Obviously they can't tell it the way that 52 did, but they could kind of play off the whole ISIS and Black Adam relationship that they had in that storyline. So very cool.
It'll be interesting what The Rock does with it. And so, I mean, no way you're booking The Rock for one movie. So I mean,
no. Yeah.
We got number 7 is Superman, the 2019 number 17 Adam Hughes variant that rolled around. Yeah, I'm with the whole Trinity throw. It's like a Trinity throwback, obviously, with all Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. It's too hard to say that. Well, Ben kind of agrees. Is it too harsh to say that I don't get this at all? Do these type of announcements in books carry any value? Maybe it's just a slow week that has caused this one to bump up to 10 to 15.
I disagree. I think that's a beautiful cover. I really like it.
I think Hughes actually did decent. I don't think he mailed it in. I think he took his time. And I like Batman. I like Batman where it's not as, he's in the background, but it's still drawn well. It looks nice. I mean,
yep.
Kind of checks all the boxes. And even Superman's done really well. It's not like he's like scrawny, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like Superman. I think he did a really good job with Superman, and usually he doesn't really do good male characters, right?
And he's got like that Christopher Reeve kind of throwback. It looks like so.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix between Christopher Reeve and the new guy. What's that guy's name?
That dude.
Yep, that dude.
That dude. Who is playing? I don't even know who's playing this new Superman. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It should be.
Cover's okay, I guess.
Not Cavill, right? You talking about Cavill?
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Who just came out recently and said that basically kind of talked about how he still plans on doing Superman, I guess, that he doesn't plan on leaving it. So I'm cool with that. I think that he's probably my favorite Superman of all of them. So
they said Matt Bomer might actually replace him.
Who's that?
That's the guy from Doom Patrol actor. He was this guy in Suits. Yeah, the kid. Do you remember? Did you watch Suits on USA?
No.
Here, let me. Let me throw the screen up real quick.
All right.
Sorry. It's this guy.
Yeah, this can be interesting.
It's this one. It's that kid.
Okay.
This guy.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think Henry Cavill is a badass Superman.
Yeah, I think he's a good one too.
Yep.
Number 6 on the list. We got Coyote number 13. While most have been looking for 11, which is obviously creator first, right? So it's McFarlane's first interior art. This issue features his first cover.
Yep.
It's risen from 10 to 15 to 30 plus, with a reported near mint raw copy selling for $135. I think all McFarlane books are selling at the moment due to his private signing with TGC. Expect a flood in about a month.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
I need to get some of these up. I probably have like 5 or 6 of these just hidden away somewhere, just because I collect all the creator first stuff. So.
Well, I mean, we all talk about 300 to death. I mean, I think it's going to be an exacerbation of 300 and all these other McFarlane books. People are going to try to roll and rip through them and then sell them on. I mean, nobody's keeping these. I mean, you might keep one, right? I mean, you keep one, right, Brian, for you, and then the rest of them gone. So.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see.
Number 5. I love this cover actually.
So do
Usagi Jimbo. Yep. Number 6. This is from 2019. Jeff Darrell. 1 in 25.
Jeff Darrow's.
Yeah. This came out last week at around ratio at 25, and now it's almost doubled up to around 45. And like Ben said, I highly doubt there's many of these out there at 1 in 25. Nobody's buying 25 of these, I bet.
I love Jeff Darrow covers, artwork, any of his artwork. So detailed, man. So detailed. This is kind of like Jeff Darrow's kind of like the artist's artist. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my buddies who are artists that draw that just fucking love Jeff Darrow. So
and Stan actually was the coolest guy. I saw Stan in North Carolina when I went to North Carolina. He was in Charlotte, and one of my buddies, he listens to all this stuff. I see him at all the cons. He actually got Stan to do a little miniature sketch of this first Albedo. It was dope on a piece of paper.
Oh
wow.
So, and he did it for like $20 or something. It was cheap.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah. So that's that. No, cool cover. I like it. It'd be cool to get Stan and Jeff to sign them both and do sketches on them or something of that nature. Like one up on top, one at the bottom. That's what I would do. But number 4. JSA All Stars, number 4. Ben says, I've long thought this was one of the undervalued, as it is the first appearance of Courtney Whitmore as Stargirl. Anyways, news that she will be on the CW as well as DC streaming service. Prices booked have increased from 5 to 10 up to 15 to 20, and it's a cool cover too. It's an all red cover. It's probably a hard 9.8. It looks. He didn't put the date. I don't know. 2013. looks like October 2013 at the bottom down there. I bet you most of those books, since it's DC and JSA All Stars, no one really cared about it. I'm pretty sure probably some of them or most of them are smashed. I would, right? Dollar bins.
Yeah, and I know also Jeff Johns did some of her early appearances, so a lot of people would probably bought those once Jeff Johns got hot. But this, there's actually a comment on the Hot 10 webpage or on comicbookinvest.com that says from Joey Law, it says, I always thought Stars and Stripes issue 0 was released in 1999, was the first appearance of Stargirl. So there's another book out there that's really important in that we've all has been on the list before also. So people know about that. I really like this cover. I like the Golden Age, kind of homage in the back to the original Starman, which is cool. So very cool. John Cassidy.
Did you say 2013?
Yep.
I think 2003 is at the bottom.
Oh, is it? Sorry, I can't see it. It's kind of okay. So it even brings more to my point. Yeah, most things are probably smashed. So,
and then it's funny. Somebody comments instantly that says, "Yeah, I think that was the first appearance of Star Spangled Kid, what she was originally, obviously." And that's just how people deal with first appearances again. Another first appearance war. Here we go.
So number 3, Renfield. Number 1. It was picked up by Universal, another one of these small published books that spikes from an option news. So not sure what long-term prospects are on this one, but jump from below cover price to 10 to 15. Yeah, I mean, it depends, boys. I mean, when you get 10, 15, it's a modern book, it looks like. So, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, like, do you invest $15, $12 for a modern and try to get a 9A out of it? I mean, is that really going to hold its value? I don't know. I mean,
it's probably a tough book to find.
Probably beat to right caliber press. Small indie books. I mean,
and then back in the non-bagged and boarded section.
Yeah. So. Do you want to try to do the giveaway now, or do you want to?
Yeah, I actually do. There is a pretty cool comment that I want to show for everybody here on comicbookinvest.com. Let's go ahead and do this. So David Schweizer says, when I saw Todd McFarlane at a signing, I brought both Coyote 11 and 13. Todd said, I know you probably don't care, but my first work was on 13, but they were having some issues with the previous artist. He liked my work and asked that I go back and fix the work on 11 and 12. So 11 is attributed as my first published work, but I really did 13 first.
Oh, that's cool. That's a nice.
That is freaking cool, man. Yeah. Great comment. That is amazing. Thank you, David. Appreciate that, brother. So get in contact with us over at CBSI FlipSide at gmail.com, and we'll send you out a book, my friend. Yep. We'll actually have the CBSI variant for Folklore heading out your way.
Yep, 500 copies. So basically hit us up. Make sure you comment and put the date you actually want it. So today's November 22nd. And just mention what your comment kind of was so we all can see what's going on. Cool. Great winner. That's good. I like that. That's
really good comment.
You don't see too many of that. So number 2 on the list, going forward a little bit. Here we go. Cool cover. Heartbeat number 1. I'm gonna slaughter this. Mirka and Dolfo, number 1 store zombie variant, I guess. Selling for higher than most of these 1 per store variants at 25 to 30, and Dolfo's star is on the rise. So
I'm curious. I saw a couple comments that people are saying, "Oh, my store got 2." I wonder how it's supposed to be 1 per store, but I wonder how stores sometimes end up with more than 1 copy of their.
Do they have 2 store locations? Maybe.
I don't know. It's a good question.
That's what I would guess. I mean, Midtown has different store locations, but I'm sure they get 1 per store, right?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they have 2, more than 1 location, but it all gets shipped to 1.
Yeah.
Initially, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Cool cover. I like it. It's kind of got that your favorite book there, 19 Chambers of Chill 19 kind of vibe.
Right? A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Are you gonna buy it?
I
Pass
think
it?
it's a little bit of a stretch for
Okay.
that, but I can see what you're getting at.
Okay.
The half-faced.
Yeah.
Ness.
Yeah. I kind of like it. We'll see. Uh-oh.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Discovery Bay Comics. They're doing some really cool stuff over there at his channel on YouTube. Make sure you guys go check it out. We always bring up the Hulk 181 story, so make sure you guys go watch that. That's one of the coolest videos I think I've ever seen. And I was over there hanging out today for a little bit before the show while I was setting up for this, watching his one-stop shop. So make sure you guys go check that out. Got a really cool community over there, and it's something that we want to kind of do. We want to talk about this comic community that we have going on and key in on some people that we think are doing some cool things. If you guys know anybody that is, let us know. And if you're a creator out there that is doing something, get in touch with us, and let's key in on some of these people. So,
cool.
Very cool.
And number 1, here we go. What is it going to be, boys? It's Conan the Barbarian, number 14. So, Ben goes in. What I will candidly say is a terrible week for books, as we are getting pounded in the YouTube comments for weak books this week. We are moving upward. I think everyone spent their money on GA this week. See end of this list, obviously. This first appearance of Elric hits the top of the list. Raw copies are in the 15 to 20 range and now selling between 50 and 60. News of an Elric TV show has fueled the interest. I don't know.
Yeah, not a very good week for books, huh?
I'm gonna get. You know what? What I'm gonna do, boys? I'm gonna get a big cowbell, just like bang, bang, bang. like that 1.23 million or whatever. Bang, bang, bang. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I think.
Yeah, that's where all the money went this week.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just honestly, boys, that auction was crazy. That auction was, people were throwing around massive money like they didn't know what to do with it. I mean, I do get it. It's Christmas time. It's November. End of November, you're getting maybe a bonus check or whatever. A lot of people throwing around a lot of money out there.
It's a heck of a bonus check. Where does he work?
I mean, Elon Musk could have done it.
Yeah, right. Maybe he was gonna throw the slab at his SUV window. So if it could stand up to.
If it's a PGX, it was gonna go through the window.
Right.
So.
Oh, geez. Well, at least Ben could speak to that. If it's he can say, it's kind of a weak.
Yeah,
weak for books, and I'm not gonna hide behind it.
Well, and it happens. There's laws in the list. I mean, there's always been laws on the list. I mean, it's either Christmas time or the summer dreadful summer woes. I mean, it's like baseball season and basketball season. There's just dog days of the list, man. This is one of the weeks, so can't be a hitter every week, man. I mean, I blame the comic companies.
Yeah. Make sure you guys, go check out comicbookinvest.com.
Yep.
Check out Folklore's #1 from Boom Studios.
We got them all.
Yeah. And also go check out Tales from the FlipSide new show, FlipSide Table Breaks. If you guys are into trading cards or anything like that, you want to join us on the show and open up some unopened blaster boxes, retail hobby boxes of any sports or non-sports. Let us know what you want to open, and we'll try and join you, and we'll get it set up. So check it out. Also, go check out Absolute Geek Podcast, youtube.com, Absolute Geek Podcast. A bunch of cool guys that lets me come on their show every week and joke around with them about nerd culture and craziness. And we will catch you next time. Hopefully check us out Monday for CBSI Presents Tales from the FlipSide. Adios.
Better, boys.
See ya.